Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending what part of the country you're hanging your hat in. Oops, that's not a good spot for that, is it? All right, so I'm working. So bear with me when I have to use that one gear right there. It's going to block me out for a minute, but it'll be short-lived. So I got to make this video, and I don't know, just kind of do a motorcyclism here on a Monday mid-morning. So there seems to be a lot of different thoughts out there, and I have mine as well. Here's the thing. I'm not going to try and convince anybody to live my life. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to share it with people and give ideas, tips, tricks, tried and true, places to go, places to see, fine beers to drink. And experience. That's the big thing. Sharing. I want to share my experience with everybody. Some of you are new to the motorcycle scene. Some of you have been around as long as I have, and many of you have been around a lot longer than I have. I've been around about 35 years as far as the motorcycle community goes. Got a few miles in the saddle. Tried a bunch of different stuff. Rode a bunch of different style bikes. Rode everything but a Harley up until 2011. Bought my first one in 11, and it's all right now. Got rid of all the rest. Wish I'd have kept a few of those just to keep collectors, just to have. But one of the things that I've found is, and I do a lot of, I don't watch TV or anything. This is my TV, other YouTubers, Facebook live broadcasts, Instagram. I get my information off of social media. I watch other YouTubers. There's a bunch I like. There's a bunch I listen to that I tolerate. And then there's some that I don't even look at. I fall into one of those categories for a lot of people. I don't have a lot of followers. It don't bother me. I still want to get out there and give my message. If one new rider hears something on my page that helps them go home another day, or helps them avoid a crash, or just gives them a good tip, good place to go, rides, things like that, then my videos are I don't know, valuable to somebody, right? Well, one of the things that I have noticed is everybody, all the different YouTubers, all the different content creators, if you will, want to give their ideas, same as I do. I do the same thing. Here's the difference between some of us. I want to share my experience in hopes that it helps somebody else. I'm not out here to make money off of my channel. I'm not out here to cause controversy. I'm out here to share my experience, share the things that have worked for me, share with you the things that haven't worked for me. Sometimes I do some stupid shit, same as anybody else, and I'm going to share that too. And tell you, don't do the stupid shit that I did. One thing I'm not going to do is put a label on you because you don't fit my stereotypical mold of what I think you should be or how I think you should call yourself. That you're not going to get with me. We live in, so far still, we live in a free society. We try to keep it that way. Well, with that comes choice, choice and consequence. We have the choice to choose, or the option to choose certain directions in life, certain different things. What we're going to do today, what we're going to wear today, where we're going to go, how we're going to do it. I'm going to ride my motorcycle today. I'm going to drive the car. If I'm going to ride the motorcycle today, what am I going to wear? Am I going to wear thongs and shorts and a tank top? Or am I going to get dressed up and put my boots, my jeans, shirt, and a cut vest, some type of protection? Maybe a helmet if you're a helmet wearer, which if you are a helmet wearer, there's nothing wrong with that. I've been riding a long damn time, and you got people out there trying to convince you that it takes away from your experience. You know, for 31 years that I rode without one, I said those kind of things. I used those kind of excuses. And just let me throw a disclaimer in here real quick. This isn't a you should wear a helmet video. This is a you should be able to make your own choices and people shouldn't put labels on you video. That's what it is. So, you know, for the 31 years that I chose not to wear one, I used all those same, oh, it'll just scramble my brains. I'll be a vegetable. Oh, it just, the only difference is an open or closed casket. You're going to die anyway, blah, 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 you know. Okay, good, great. I used those uh, excuses or whatever you want to call them, those reasons, the reasoning, for many years. But the one thing that I will tell you that it does not do is it does not take away from my riding experience. It doesn't alter my riding experience at all. Is it a little harder to see out of? Yeah, if you, especially if you buy the wrong one, you go out and try them. They got some very good helmets nowadays with very good visibility. I wear a full face and I don't miss much. I can see out of the sides. My peripheral work, it works good. And again, disclaimer, this is not a helmet sales helmet pitch. This is a freedom pitch. So what I'm getting at is it does not take away from my riding experience at all. All the years that I didn't ride one, was it a different experience? Yeah, it was. I had bugs all over my head. I got hit in the head with rocks. Uh, bleed your forehead getting hit with rocks. Bugs splattered all over your goggles so you can't see. The experience was different. Cold air on your face, and then you have to wear a neoprene mask, which I always thought was cool because mine had like a skeleton mask thingy on it. So it was pretty cool. So the experience was different. I don't have all that now because the helmet absorbs all of that stuff. You It collects the bugs for you instead of having them hit you in the head. It lets the rocks bounce off of it instead of bleeding your head. Um, the cold air, I can shut my shield and shut the cold air off. Call me a rub. No, I don't have that big of a credit card. Call me a wuss. Call me, whatever you want. I really don't give a rat's ass shit what you call me, how you label me. I'm gonna ride my bike for me the way that I want to ride my bike. And phooey on your labels. It's funny. It's kind of funny because I say that, but yet I respond to them and stuff. But oh shit, I almost ran over my tarp sitting here making a video instead of doing my tarp deal here. So I had to stop real quick. I guess the long and the short of it is why put labels on somebody because of the way they want to do, you know? Is it because your own inadequacies, you got to label other people and tell them what they are? Oh, you're this, you're that, you're not a biker, you're a rub, you're a bike, whatever, because they don't do the same things you do. Maybe they have a windshield because they want to have a windshield. Maybe they rode many, many years without one and now they like the convenience of having one. If nothing else, it's kind of fun because it gives me something to comment about and stuff. So, but what I'm not going to do is tell you that you're less of anybody because it ain't for me to decide. It ain't none of my damn business what you do, how you do, what you do with your bike, so on and so forth. Um, or your buggy or your trike or your scooter or whatever, it's really of no concern of mine. If you have a windshield or don't have a windshield, it affects me in no way, shape, or form. I like my little windshield. I don't have much of one, but I got a little one. But I do have a fairing, and the fairing does the same thing. Takes the rocks, takes the bugs, takes some of the wind. I kind of like that. It's relaxing. I can relax and sit back. You want to tell me I'm not old school because I have a fairing and a stereo and cruise control? Are you jealous because you don't have all that stuff at this stage in your life? Rode that way for many years. Enjoyed it back then. I don't enjoy it anymore. I enjoy riding, but I also enjoy being able to get off and walk around and stuff when I'm done. Not having my back so sore that I can't move. Some of us are aging and we're not going to slow down our riding. So we're going to make it a little more comfortable so that we can sit in the saddle all day still in through our 50s, 60s, 70s. Nothing wrong with that, folks. My humble opinion says ride for you. There's nothing wrong with what you do. There's nothing wrong if you want a windshield. There's nothing wrong if you enjoy your cruise control and your stereo system. There's days that we'll go out and I'll ride all day and I won't turn the damn thing on. I just want to listen to the wind, my pipes, nature. Yeah, some days I want to do that. Open the shield up, have full wind in my face. In fact, I ride that with that open most of the time. The only time I really close it's if it's cold. That's because I like to block the cold so that I'm not freezing. Makes total sense. So, ride for you. Don't listen to these guys that want to label you. Don't listen to these guys that tell you you're less of a man because you take your windshield off and you have a speedometer and you have a gas gauge. Yeah, you're less of a man because you'll have those things. Right. No, I don't think so. I love having a gas gauge. I went by my odometer for so many years. It's so nice just to have a gas gauge. Problem is, though, I still go by my odometer. I watch the gas gauge and I fill my tank accordingly, but I always reset for my trip A. Something ever happens to my gas gauge, I know where I'm at in my tank. Old habits never die for some of us old timers, old school guys. Yeah. Old school doesn't necessarily mean you have to ride a rigid chopper. Old school's a state of mind. And who cares? Certainly don't adapt to the new ways very good. Oh, goodness. So yeah, you're just kind of spending the day in the cab with me. I'm ranting on about stuff. Like I said, I watch several YouTubers and stuff, and there's videos out there I like, and there's videos out there I tolerate, and there's videos out there I don't watch at all. Well, there's one that sparks a little interest in me once in a while, and I follow him pretty regularly, and sometimes I like to rebuttal his stuff. Not really rebuttal it, but give my idea. I it really, it just really, I don't know. I hate somebody telling somebody who and what they are because you don't match their stereotypical views of who or how you should be. So I'm always going to speak out against that. I believe people have their, and he has the free will to say that, but the thing that I don't want to happen is for these new writers to watch that and then get discouraged. Oh man, I'm not, I have this, I'm not a real, I'm not this, I'm not, blah, 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 blah. That's all it is, gibberish bullshit. Don't get discouraged out there. Buy the bike you want, buy the bike you can afford, buy the bike you can. Buy a damn bike, get out and ride it, put some miles on it, ride it the way you want to ride it, have it outfitted the way you want to have it outfitted, and have fun. Have fun. That's the whole idea of having the motorcycle. Get out there and have fun. But be safe. Make sure you go home at night. Many, 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 many times we have way too much fun and don't make it back. Don't be that statistic. Have fun. Know your limits. Know your skill level. Go home at the end of the day with a whole bunch of camera footage full of memories, your brain full of memories, your mind knowing that you was out there making those memories. Just buy the bike and ride it. Don't matter what kind. Don't matter how many wheels it's got. Get in the wind. You'll enjoy it. But don't for 1 minute think that if you want to wear a helmet that it's going to lessen your experience, your riding experience. It's going to make it a little different, yes. Is it going to lessen it? Hasn't lessened mine. And I got a lot of miles, a lot more than some that want to spout stuff. 35 years worth, over 100 and some odd thousand. I don't know. I'd have to add them up, but I got a bunch. Little bit of experience. All right. Well, I guess I'll just check right on out of here. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. You get the point. You get the point. You get the point. Don't let somebody discourage you by thinking they know you and know who you are based on their stereotypical idea of who they think you should be and what you should be doing. I'm going to leave it at that. Have a good day. Peace, y'all.